Well, it certainly is a different Thanksgiving. But that shouldn't stop us from being grateful to God for who we are as His people, for what we have and what we have achieved. You see, gratitude is the heart of prayer that brings us closer to our God, and the hope that we will be sustained by His presence and celebrate that presence with each other. On Monday night at the Interfaith Thanksgiving service at the Presbyterian Church, Rabbi Adrienne from Temple Beth Am, Israel, spoke about gratitude in lots of ways, giving us all sorts of reasons why we should be grateful. The important thing is not what we have, what we can do, but to understand the impact that Jesus has in our life as He calls us to celebrate His presence and be grateful for that presence that nurtures us and sustains us and challenges us to be a sign of His presence and to bring that presence closer to one another, and the hope that together we can celebrate that gift that Jesus gives to us. When we gather around the tables with our families, as small as large as they might be, it's always good to give thanks for them, because they're the ones who have brought us into the world, who have formed us and guided us. And be grateful for what we can share together, not just the food on our table, but the gift of life and the relationships that we have. This morning was a cartoon online that showed a husband and wife with a turkey to place on the table. They were wearing masks, and around the table were obviously place settings for the family. But instead of actual people, they were on Zoom. It was a virtual Thanksgiving. Sometimes during this pandemic, it seems that we are isolated from our God and from each other. A day like this brings us together. It helps us to understand the importance that each of us is for each other, the importance that we are for the people that we encounter. To always be grateful for that, for the gift of our God, for the gift of ourselves, for the gift of each other. And to celebrate that in as many ways as we do that, each and every day. Not one way is better than the other, but each of us is different. It is also a special degree of gratitude for those who have gone before us, who gave us their values and their faith and their culture and their languages, to remind us how important we are for each other, how important we were to them, how important they are to us for as long as we live, giving thanks to God from the depths of our hearts for who we are, what we have achieved, what we can do as God's people. Happy Thanksgiving.